Hi guys, Joy here. Welcome to my first ever book read on Tuesdays. I'm glad you're here. I'm really grateful for you. I'm going to start by reading Bringers of the Dawn teachings from the Pleiadians. The author is Barbara Marciniak, Marciniak. And real briefly, she began working with the Pleiadians in 1988, and I was 11 years old, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Chapter 1, Ambassadors Through Time. We are here. We are the Pleiadians, a collective of energy from the Pleiades. We have a long history. Our ancestors came from another universe that had achieved completion, a universe. You are simply working on a planet coming to completion, and we are here to help you with that task. This completion or transformation has been heralded by many for eons. It is an important time. What happens on Earth now will affect the entire universe. Completion consists of you understanding who you are so that you can further with the experiment, so you can go further with the experiment. Our ancestors came from a universe that had completed itself and then understood universally that it was Prime Creator, the first cause, or the first journey of Prime Creator in time. They came from a universe that had been discovered in its, They came from a universe that had discovered its essence, creativity. By discovering that essence, we found out that we are creators. Our ancestors had a choice of returning to Prime Creator, which is simply movement and being within a vibration, or of going on, as is always the case when completion of form has been attained. They chose to come to this universe as ambassadors because they realized that someday you would be ready for completion. They came into the Pleiades because that star system would someday be able to help you at the most difficult time, the crisis, when you would be ready to reconnect with Prime Creator. Our ancestors were some of the original planners of Earth, orchestrators who seeded worlds and civilizations with creativity and love. Because of their qualifications, they liked to orchestrate worlds just as conductors love to conduct. Our ancestors are also your ancestors, and we like to call you our ancient family, as indeed you are. Our ancestors gave their DNA to the original planners, and this DNA became part of the DNA of the human species. We Pleiadians come from your future, in a version of our now. There exists a place of tyranny and turmoil, and we have seen probable futures of Earth that include the same tyranny and decay. Time is greatly misunderstood in the third dimensional reality. You believe that time is measured in minutes or degrees. Time is much vaster than you realize. In actuality, time codes and plays with information, allowing you to move into reality simultaneously by stretching, distorting, curving, and twisting time around. You can get on an elliptical curve of time and experience many realities by simply going around the elliptical curve and discovering that as time is not solid, neither is reality. As all realities are not solid, and this future is not set, it is only a number of probabilities. We see an opportunity at this time to insert more positive probability for Earth. We wish to reinsert light on this planet and restore Earth to its original purpose, that of becoming a magnificent intergalactic exchange center of information. So we have come back in a section of time to a place we call a kernel or seed in order to affect change. This change will not only affect Earth, it will affect your future, our present, and the entire universe. This is big news. You have come to Earth at a place and time when evolution is at hand. A major leap is about to take place that you came to participate in, and you are not alone, for many energies are coming to Earth now to participate in this great project. There are motherships surrounding this planet that are acting as literal transducers of energy. There are beams of light coming to Earth from an old, ancient star system that have been working with you for eons. These beams of information are being blasted onto the planet. And that as this information is being beamed to you, your body must be able to receive it, transduce it, house it, and beam it back out to others. Many of you will build telepathic links with these motherships that will be like having your own radio stations through which you'll be able to tune in into a wealth of information at will. This is the evolution of superconsciousness, the evolution into the highest aspect of your being. You do not need to worry about becoming this being, for you already are this being, and you just need to remember it. Since the veils around Earth were lifted at the harmonic convergence, you have been steadily beamed with this energy from outer cosmos, and it is constantly being stepped up and increased as you are being able to handle it. You are evolving now at such an extremely accelerated rate that each year of this decade will be like 10 years more from the previous century. Feel how much you will accomplish by 1999 and feel who you will be. It will be as if you have lived 100 years in a decade. You will be flooded with memory, flooded with many other things. Many of you will take trips upon the ships to various portions of the solar system. As you come into the age of light, worlds will open that you never knew existed. You have moved past the other ages, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, the Industrial Age, the Information Age, and so on. These other ages had to do with seeding, planting, cultivating, and putting the potentialities of life into the third dimension. A transition is about to occur, a dimensional shift that will lessen the density of the third dimension so that you will move into higher dimensions in which the body does not have such a solid state. You have come here because you wish to master the evolutionary process and be able to live with it. This is going to be very exciting because it means that you're going to function in many realities. Buried deep inside of you are all the answers. The answers that come to the forefronts of your minds are arising so that you can bring the answers from within your own being. In order to achieve this, you must first believe that that information is stored there. Humanity is learning a great lesson at this time. The lesson is, of course, to realize your Godhead, your connectedness with Prime Creator and all that exists. The lesson is to realize that everything is connected, and you are part of all of it. There are a multitude of cultures and societies that exist throughout the vastness of space, and these societies and cultures have been on and off this planet from the very beginning. It is not that just we, the Pleiadians, have come to assist. We are only one grouping from one star system. There are many who have journeyed here for many reasons. The majority of the extraterrestrials are here for your upliftment, though there are those that are here for other reasons. Your history moves in and out of very special times. Many of you became involved on Earth eons ago through star energy and through working with the higher realms. You know quite completely the difficulties that Earth has gone through, such as how many times the lands have shifted and how many times help has come from the skies. Information was distorted when those who came from the skies to move you along in your development were tuned to gods. As children idolize those who can do what they cannot do, your society clearly demonstrates this same method of creating godhood. The concept behind this method is one of the belief paradigms that you have come here to change. The third dimensional world is one of great challenge, for it allows magnificent limitations to set themselves up. Through these limitations, structures are formed, and through this process, you create and learn that you are a portion of Prime Creator, and that Prime Creator desires experience. You are magnificent beings, members of the family of light, and you came to Earth at this time on assignment to create a shift, to make a change, to assist in the transition. Love is key. Love is what makes up the universe. The present technology on Earth will only develop to a certain extent because mankind does not yet understand that love is necessary. Energy can take all forms of creativity, but when one is dealing with greed or hatred or any emotion that is not working toward light, one is only allowed to go so far. There is only so much information that is available to that sort of vibration. Love is a basic building block. So when one has love, all possibilities exist. Bringing back the concept of light, which are information and love, which is creativity, is the plan. It takes renegades like the family of light to come in to a system that has been primarily dark for eons and change it. We are very much renegades when we are, as we said, our own system is in need of transformation. We are working as a bridge or a link through the family of light to create a variety of systems in order to change our own system. Your raising of consciousness through love and responsibility nourishes us, replenishes us, and expands our consciousness so that we may evolve further. Therefore, as we are friends and guides, assistants to you, so you assist us as well. Where will this transition take you? We would like to see you become qualified to form worlds consciously. You are preparing to seed and be the species planet on many new worlds as they are being formulated, and because you have stored within your memories the history of which has occurred here on Earth, you will be able to teach others and consciously hold the direction in which other worlds need to go. It is a vast plan you are participating in. All of you jumped at the chance to be here in such a challenging place at such a challenging time. You were certain you could do it. Also, you were told that before you came here there would be as much assistance, and that at different junctures of your development, different entities would present themselves upon the planet in different capacities to trigger you, fire you up, and remind you, not do it for you. We are one of those triggers, a catalyst. When you hear the name Pleiadians, you feel a connection because we're assisting you in bringing your own information, your own knowing forward. By working with you, it is our intention to offer you a reminder of who you are so that you can find the greatest source of your own inspiration. If we could assign a career to each of you or give you a way of being, we would ask each of you to become an inspiration. When you are able to live in this capacity and truly be an inspiration to all who encounter you, you will be living in your light, and that is quite profound. Remember that we are here for our reasons, and that you are here for your reasons, and that we are all here to evolve together and create a new vibration frequency. We wish to break belief paradigms that separate individuals as they evolve. We wish to create an ambassadorship, a game of harmony and cooperation, by giving you information that strikes you at the core of your beings, no matter what your former beliefs have been. We, the group that speaks to you, are intending to fill our own resume with some interesting experiences. When we first began speaking in 1988, our collective consisted of 50 to 75 entities, some physical, some non-physical, all Pleiadian. Our numbers have been growing, and our collective now consists of well over 100 entities from many different systems. We can now be called Pleiadian Plus. There are those in reality who do not believe that we can accomplish what we have set out to do with you. They feel that we are taking too many chances, too many risks, yet they are sitting on the edge of their seats, waiting to see what will happen. There are those in your system who believe we are here to spread fear, but we do not see it that way. We do not wish to scare any of you. We simply wish to inform you. If you sit in a dark room and you hear strange sounds, it can be fearful. However, if you turn on the light to see what is making that sound, then it's not so scary. We ask you to be informed about what you are dealing with. Light is information, ignorance is darkness. We want you to be working with the light, not in the dark. We are involved in working with you because we wish to evolve our consciousness toward more free will and expression. Just as you are on assignment to change the system that you are within, we are on assignment to change the system that we are within. We are not without a purpose. As we said, we come from your future, and in certain instances, we have our hands full. We need you just as you need us. You, as members of Family of Light, can institute, implement, or insert brand new probabilities in the chain of realities that will implode in the next 20 years from this sector of existence because you physically live on this planet. It is through you that transformation will occur. What you do now vastly affects us. What happens with Earth vastly affects us. We are here to assist, to teach, and to evolve as we go through this process together. We give our version of things only to bring you into higher consciousness. We do not wish to say that this version and only this version is how it is. This whole teaching is designed with great purpose in mind, and the stories that we tell you are set up to take you to a higher plane of consciousness. This is our intention. The words we choose and the concepts of which we speak are triggers for codes that are stored deep within your bodies. Your bodies are waiting for these questions to be posed so that you can begin to resonate with the answers inside of yourselves, so that the cellular memories within your bodies can begin to remember what they already know. As we speak to you, you will remember. In speaking to you, we wish to expand your definition of reality. However, never take anything we say literally. Always follow the larger spiral that we're intending to create that allows you to see the bigger picture. Never stop where we define an idea, since we are simply here to open up your paradigms and rattle your cages so that you can begin to find activation of the real knowledge, the true knowledge that is stored inside of you. That is where the data is, and we have come to awaken it within you. We wish to throw out ideas for your consideration. We wish to encourage you not to get stuck on any one idea, and also to embrace what you are hesitant about or fearful of. Realize that when you face the so-called dark portions or shadow portions of yourself, you are creating an opportunity of liberation for all concerned. This comes back to the first and final tenet. Thought creates. No matter what situation you find yourself in, it is the power of thoughts that got you there. It is also the impeccable belief that thought creates that will transform your experience and the planetary existence. We recommend that you do a little questioning of anyone who overdefines and tells you in absolutes. It is important to hear many different opinions and many different stories. Listen to the person's story, then if it feels right, if it is for you, for your benefit and upliftment. One of the things that we like to teach you is that it's up to you to decide what to do. We give you information, however, it is up to you to decide what to do with it. You are in charge of your life. We are not. We like to pride ourselves on being storytellers. There is a certain credibility and certain sensationalism in the way we present data. However, a story that we tell you at one point is certainly not the only story, and it is not the end. It is never the only truth. It is only one fragmentation, one small portion of the bigger picture. No matter what story we tell you today, we guarantee you that a year from now we will tell you a different story, because a year from now you'll be able to comprehend things in a grander fashion. So the story will constantly evolve. Your task is to find your identity inside the story, to find what you know, not what you want to believe or what you've been told. Trusting what you know is imperative, for knowing is your connection to Prime Creator. Each and every one of you is going to have to know that your life is about something as you begin to remember your role. You yourself chose to be here. You are on assignment to bring memory forward and to bring the value of human existence back to the forefront of creation. You are needed. You have been in training for this assignment for lifetimes, and you did not come unprepared. All that you need to know is inside of you, and it is your task to remember your training. It is not a lifetime where you're going to be taught new information. As we said before, this is a lifetime you are going to remember that you already know what you already know. And we are just here to remind you of it. That is part of our assignment. End of chapter 1. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you got out of that chapter. And all credit goes to Barbara. I'm going to post the link to her book. I bought this book on Amazon. Obviously, you can get it in other places. And I hope that you benefit from this as much as I have. It is my intention to share the truth that resonates with me. It's my intention to share what can trigger you, what can activate you. I'm here to support you and love you and hopefully be a guide and a friend for you. And if you feel drawn to, please donate to me. I have a PayPal. I'm working on a Patreon platform. And I'm excited. We're going to get into chapter 2 next Tuesday. And I think this is awesome. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you got out of it. Tell me your favorite part. Thank you guys. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. If this resonates, please click on like. Please share it. And the best is yet to be, you guys. I love you. Thank you.